guys, I'm Rebel Star Girl. Before I get into the contents of today's video, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment with any critiques, questions, or suggestions. Today we're going to be doing an art challenge. So I had a couple of Target gift cards, and I don't really shop at Target, so I thought it'd be really fun if we did a challenge where I tried to make art using only stuff that I could find at Target. And Target isn't really known for their art supplies, so here's what we got. I actually got pretty good stuff. I was surprised. I was like, this is going to be a lot harder, but I feel like it was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, just wait.
So originally I wanted to get like pencils and like try to find like some markers or something to do like in a sketchbook, but they didn't really have any markers, so instead I opted for paint. So I got this box. It's really cute, just, you know, standard wooden box that I'm gonna paint on. Oh, it's not closing. I like this latch. So we got this. It's good. Oh yes, I got these pens. I'm probably not going to do anything on the art with these pens. They were just really cute, so I got them. These are just for me. I got some mechanical pencils. I wanted this to be 100% stuff I found at Target, so I picked up some more, and I can always use them. I use them all the time, and I kind of destroy the erasers, so this is good to have. I got some paint palettes and paint mixers. I had just actually thrown away a lot of these because I was too lazy to clean them. And so I'm down to only some small ones, so I really, really needed these, so I'm really happy. I will continue to use these. These are not really like, they're just plastic. So those are just kind of normal. Let me see what else we got. Yes, so we found some paintbrushes. These have actually quite a bunch of different ones. I don't really know what determines the quality of a paintbrush. These look semi-decent. I mean, they were $10 at Target, so they can't be, like, fantastic, but, I mean, this is pretty good. And now for the actual paint. So I only had about $50 at Target. I ended up spending, like, $44. So I didn't want to just get all the paint, so I picked up some specific colors. Got blue, pastel pink, of course, purple, and my mom actually picked out this blue and purple for me. And then I got some white and some black, because you need those. And then I also got some metallic silver. So we'll see how metallic this is, because, again, it's from Target. The brand is Mondu Llama? What? What kind of brand name? Okay. So we'll see how good these are. I'm hoping that it's at least semi-metallic. And again, I'm not going to use any of my own paints. I do have a lot of acrylic paint. I'm not going to use any of my own. And I'm also not going to let this go to waste. Even if it's not very good, I will still use it for future something, even if I just like mix it into my paints, which also were pretty cheap. But yeah, so that's what we got. And so, I mean, none of this was crazy expensive, you know. It's from Target. And I guess I didn't notice this, but these are all this Mondo Llama brand. I didn't even notice to really pick these out. I honestly was just trying to pick out the relatively cheaper ones because I knew I didn't have like a huge budget. But these paintbrushes, are these it too? The palettes and the paints are all this Mondo Llama brand. So we'll see if these guys are any good. Is this box it too? The box is their brand too. Wait a minute. The only things I have that are not this brand are the mechanical pencils and my pens. I didn't even notice that. So these are actually all this brand. I don't know if this is just like, I don't think this is like Target's brand. I don't know. But, oh, I didn't notice that. So I guess we'll see if this brand is any good. Let's get started.
The first thing I decided to do was add a base coat of pastel pink. At this point, I had no idea what it was that I was going to do, but pastel pink is my favorite color, so I thought it'd be a good place to start. After multiple base coats of pink and some brainstorming, I came up with this sketch. I did sketch it first in my sketchbook to make sure I could draw it, but I made sure to use the pencils that I got from Target. My original idea was to mix a darker color and use it as line art and do a kind of manga style using the line art and not really coloring it in since I had such limited colors. This didn't really work, so it ends up looking quite different than how I first imagined it. This paint is super globby. Can you see that? It's like really thick. Like I said, this ends up very different than how I imagine it in my head, so I'm just going to speed up this footage, put some music here, and you can kind of see how the whole process went. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I did not plan on using these pens in the actual art piece. I was going to do everything with just the paint, but it was really hard to get good line art with the paintbrush, so I decided that I was going to try to go in with the pen to add in some line art. Now, I really liked the way that this line art looked, except for the fact that gel pens smudge so much and they just refuse to dry, and you'll see at the end that this causes me so many problems, and as much as I like the way they looked, they just smudge so much. I was going to wait till I completely finished the girl to do this part, but I was really excited and I felt like the girl was pretty much finished, so I mixed a bunch of blues together, and my plan was to take this scrapey thingy and create these kind of square abstract raindrop kind of things, because I had seen other people do that while doing like abstract art. Yeah, I hate this. This does not look good at all, no. No. So in order to save this, I just took a paintbrush and pretty much painted a new background after I had already finished the foreground element. This resulted in me having to do even more touch-ups. Alright, so right now this is where we're at. I also decided to add these kind of drips on the side, and I literally just put paint on the side of the box and let it drip down because I was desperate and didn't know what to do with the side. So off I go, doing all those touch-ups that I need to do, and I also decided I didn't really like the way the blue looked. It just felt too flat, and I wanted there to be a lot of like different colors, so I decided to go and add some pinks and purples into the blue background. So now I was ready to work on the inside because I didn't want to just leave that blank, and I painted the box shut, so I had to take a box cutter and like slice the paint so that I could actually open it. But once I was in, I decided I wanted to do some abstract designs that matched the outside of the box. So I took the pinks, purples, and blues and pretty much did the same thing that I did on the outside. And then on the bottom, I wanted it to be a little bit different. So I took the fan brush, I don't remember what it's called, and I created a more textury thing on the bottom. I don't know. I repeated the same thing for the inside of the top of the box, but I inverted it so the bottom part has like the stuff that matches the outside, and then I did the textures on like the sides, if that makes any sense. Next, I decided to paint the rims pink, and this did take a couple layers, and I think it looks good. I don't know, it might look a little kiddish. I also decided to add some metallic stars to the inside, and I don't really like the way these look, but they're there. And now I don't know if she's in space or in the rain. Maybe both? It doesn't rain in space, so... I wanted to write something on it, so I decided to write "Trust the Process," because at this point I really did like how it was looking, and even though it was a big process, you know, I felt like it came out okay. Also, I think it's a good reminder that, you know, some things in our life may seem inconvenient or take a lot of time or just be confusing, but in the long run, God has everything planned out, and a lot of times when you look back, you'll be able to see His hand, even if you couldn't see it in the moment. So I think it's important to trust God. So I wrote this to kind of remind me to trust God, but I picked to trust the process because that was a little more artsy, and, you know, I painted it, so yeah. Even though I ruined it, like, right after this, so oops. So here it is. Me cheating. Instant regret. So I knew I was going to use this box, and I wanted to keep it safe because I'm pretty clumsy, and so I wanted to last as long as possible. So I did use my Mod Podge, and I did not get this at Target, but I didn't even think to look for Mod Podge at Target, and I really did want this to last long, and it didn't really have anything to do with making the piece look better. It was literally just so that I could preserve it. So I probably should have saw this coming, but the pen smudged. So now I am left with a smudgy mess. I guess that's what I get for cheating. And the result?
So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I'm gonna use it. My current paint container is full, so I'm just gonna keep these in here. And probably keep it on my desk, because I don't actually have anywhere else to put this. I didn't really think that through when I bought this box, that I really have no room for it, but these close. Okay. I don't know if the Mod Podge was a good idea. I mean, it's like nice and shiny now, but it also smudged all the ink. I know I could do better. I've done better, and so I know that this isn't my best. I mean, I don't dislike it. I think it has some good parts to it, but I know I could do better. For a challenge, though, I think it was fun. The paint, definitely, I didn't really notice a huge difference in the paint, besides the fact that it was really globby. But when I showed my mom this, she said that she could tell, so, like, compared to some of the other stuff that I've done. So, I don't know. Also, I really liked the paintbrushes up until I looked in my sink and realized that the bristles were falling off and getting clogged in the drain. So, I'm not sure if I'd recommend either of these art supplies, but then again, I did get them from Target, so, I didn't expect much. But yeah, this is what we ended up with for this video. Let me know what you think. I don't regret it, so it was a good learning experience, and now I know for next time to not use gel pens with Mod Podge. As usual, I don't know what the next video is going to be, except I actually do know what the next video is going to be this time, and I've already started filming it. So I do know what the next video is going to be, but I don't know when it's going to come out, so whenever that is, I hope to see you then. Bye!